on. As long as the transitions. There we go. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Brigade, the game where we don't take each other too seriously. We're not like every other D&D campaign because we don't know what we're doing either. You guys are confused. We're confused. It's all a good time. I am your GM and host for the night, Krisfire. We have to our right, Luana the Witch Bard. Lou, you want to start?
Yes. Hi, everyone. I am once again playing Nyx the Satyr Bard. And a fun fact about her is that her hair grows extremely fast. Like, week, her hair is like full length. So every other day she has a new haircut or hair color. She likes to mess around with her hair a lot. And yeah, that's her fun fact.
Oh, right. I'm next. Hi. I'm Jay, obviously. I will be playing Floof still. I'm sorry. Fun fact about Floof. If he sees anybody eating any type of egg, he goes a little crazy.
Oh, no.
And then, hi, I am Ryan, and I am playing Riker, the Leonin Barbarian. Fun fact about him is his mother is actually a champion Triceratops rider.
Triceratops rider?
Mm-hmm.
Canon Triceratopses are a thing.
my God.
Yes! Oh my god. I have a place for them, actually. This lines up. You lined
Oh
up.
no.
You lined this up perfectly, inadvertently. Alright, yes. Last time we left off, we had fought werewolves, and after you had fought a werewolf, you went to the city of Etopresnia, chasing off first off, escorting Siegfried the Gnome, who the chat has grown a love to, apparently, with praising the gnome. There is a cult within my Discord praising Siegfried the Gnome. I don't know how this happened.
I just wanted to punt it.
Yeah, that's how it started. It started with punt the gnome, and then
Praise
worship the gnome, and it just happened. But either way, you guys had taken Siegfried to Etopresnia, the city that you guys have now made your way into. You had followed the trail of the second werewolf that was still alive as he transformed back into a human and went into the city. And that was where we had left off. You guys have decided to take a long rest in the tavern. So
That was a short rest.
Short rest.
Oh, short rest. Short rest. Very good point right there. You guys could have abused that. Thank you for not. But on that note, you guys have taken a short rest, and you are now waking up probably about 2 or 3 hours later in the tavern, in the bar. Well, not in the bar, but in your rooms in the inn with the bar below you. You guys wake up after you hear a large clanking and clattering of dishware beneath the floorboards, and you hear a "God damn it, Siegfried!" And that's what wakes you up. It just happens. It's that loud, and that's where you're at right now.
Nyx just wakes up. She's like, where are we? Oh, we're still in the town. Okay. She just gets out of the door and starts knocking on the room where Floof and the other room where Riker was.
You're inside my room. You hear, "Oh, come in, come in." He's got a toothbrush. He's brushing his teeth.
Good hygiene practice. Praise you for that. What are we? Where are we again? I passed out last night.
We were in Etopresnia,
Yes.
I believe.
Oh, yes, that little gnome. Yes. Fantastic. We need to find a werewolf. I'm gonna wake up Floof. Floof! Floof!
Knock on the door, it creaks open, and Floof is just standing at the foot of the bed.
He's mimicking his sleep again. Come on. Floof, wake up!
Good morning.
Are you gonna be a better team player today?
Questionable.
Huh.
She just taps your beak. She's like, please try.
Honk.
Alright, come on, let's go downstairs and eat breakfast. Oh, breakfast? What time is it?
As
You just hear Riker. Usually my internal clock wakes me up at about 9, so I'm assuming there's something sometime around there.
All right.
Love to see it.
So I guess as you guys go downstairs, you notice that the food being served is actually more of a lunchtime meal. It's transitioned from the typical like bacon, mead, toast, that sort of stuff, and into more of the more hearty lunch meals. You're seeing full, what do you call it? You're seeing turkey legs. You're seeing mead still, and just general more hearty meals versus the early morning waking up. And as you see everybody kind of like bustling around in here, there's not a whole lot of people in this what do you call it, dining area. But you do see that Siegfried has been put to work, and he's carrying platters around very unsuccessfully. He keeps waddling around quite a bit, putting things on tables, trying to serve people at the best they can. As you see Roy and his wife behind the counter, currently cooking, serving drinks, doing orders, the usual stuff. Latin the gnome. This chat
Chris, are these your followers? Because they're weird.
Yeah.
We have a cult. We have a cult.
Pause to read the chat. He is braver
Cults for the
than
burrito
a hero
bowl?
known. He is smarter than an arcade tome. Into the trap his enemies have been lured. We must love and sing his word now. Bring all your praises to the gnome. A limerick about the gnome. He's so brave. The soup is an ocean. Wait, the soup is a burrito. The burrito bowl. Hashtag burrito bowl. Burrito bowl. Burrito bowl. Hashtag burrito bowl. Blood for the burrito bowl. Blood for the burrito bowl. Blood for the burrito bowl. Sacrifice the gnome to the burrito bowl. Cult of the burrito bowl.
My
Sacrifice
God.
the gnome. Hashtag punt
Oh,
the forbidden
no.
football.
What is happening?
All right. So we're going to roll a d20 to see if the gnome dies. No.
There's 2 gnomes though.
There are 2 gnomes. But yeah, you see Siegfried waiting the
Bruno
tables. You
Wallace
see
Bay.
Roy and his wife setting things up all around the bar. And past that, what are y'all's goals right now? What are you wanting to do? You can hang out over here and do whatever you want.
At the sight of the guy's wife, Floof is just gonna move silently behind Nyx.
roll stealth for me real quick.
All right, I'm just gonna use my dice. Hate me, so I'm just gonna use D&D Beyond.
Sounds great.
Stealth +7, baby. So 14 + 7 is 21.
21. All right. Yeah. Okay. So you just kind of shimmy your way next to behind Nyx right there. What is Riker and Nyx doing at this point? What is your goal or plan at this moment?
Well, we came here to look for the werewolf, right? Like we followed the track for the werewolf.
You guys did follow the tracks of the werewolf into the city, but that's the last thing that you guys had found.
Okay, not gonna lie, I forgot what we came here for.
We're just exploring.
We came here because we felt like it. There was
Yeah.
no
Oh yeah, that's
reason.
true.
That's
Okay,
100% what
fantastic.
you guys did. You just came in
I
here
do
because
not
you
feel-
wanted to.
I do not feel as bad now. Okay.
That was the only goal you had, was just coming here and like, yeah, this sounds like a good idea. Hey, let's deliver a gnome.
It's cold. Let's go that way. And then we saw.
Oh yeah, that's true. The weather's nice out here. Okay.
I said it was cold, not nice.
Sucks for you, Jay.
Frick the snow.
You like the snow? No.
No.
Why not?
No.
I think. Does Nyx notice Floof going behind her?
You know what? Yeah, since it'd be with you, you notice him just kind of like shimmy behind you like he did something. What? You don't know, but
It's like are you okay, little one?
As far as everyone knows, I'm not here.
We're gonna talk about that later. Okay. I am gonna. Riker, what do you need to do?
Me?
Yeah. Do you have anything that you need to do?
Probably eat breakfast. I haven't eaten in a while.
Yes, I'm very hungry as well. Okay, let's go get a table, and then we can plan out if we're gonna do some job here, if we're gonna keep, exploring stuff.
all right. as you see, like in this tavern, there's a couple open tables. There's a couple by the bar. There's a couple like right on the bar, like booth, not booth seats, but bar seats, bar stools up by the bar. Then there's a couple just like circular round tables, just like sitting in the middle of the room. Which one would you prefer to going to, bar or table?
Table.
Table.
Okay. There's a couple tables that are open. Nothing really like special or important about any of them. They had Siegfried. You see, he is trying to wipe them down. He's cleaning them off as best as he can, and as he tries to wipe them down, he's knocking meat over onto it. It's sticking there. He's not cleaning up very well, and you just see Roy on the other side of the room, just like dead-eyeing him.
Hi,
He's just
my
like,
job is cleaning tables. This hurts me. Thank you. That is all.
Sorry, Jay. But yeah, he's just he's doing his damnedest. His damnedest isn't worth it. It's not working. He's a cartographer for a reason.
Yikes.
And the gnome needs a map. Needs a map. Needs a map.
And now,
So yeah, we just sit down at a table.
And now it's a hat.
but yeah, so as you guys sit down at the table, Siegfried just kind of like walks around. He's like, "Hey, Roy's gonna be over here in a minute. He'll take your order. He's gonna do whatever you can. The special for the day," and he like pulls out a little notebook. A round bread in with soup in it. That's all he wrote down. I don't know what it is. Maybe that. Yeah, that sound.
And then Floof, realizing that he talked, is just gonna slowly put his hood up so the elf lady doesn't see him.
And
What?
from that point he walks off, and he's like, he goes to the bar and he's like, "Hey, thing," and he just goes right back to like trying to clean things, and he's like, "I don't know what I'm doing." Now I have my D2 coin right here. All right, it's Roy that comes to the table. It's Roy that makes his way to the table. Hey guys, what can I get for you today? I would tell you prices, but like Siegfried said, on the house.
I want your most expensive salad.
Well, it's a good thing. It's a good thing for both of you. We have neither of those. I can tell you exactly what we have. We either have A, turkey, B, soup bowls, or C, mead. That's all we have right now. Our trade shipments have been completely disrupted.
I'll take a soup bowl.
Soup bowl,
Did
got
the
it.
soup.
Riker just looks at him and like narrows his eyes and goes, "I'll take a full turkey."
I can handle that, and I respect that. What'd you want, Floof?
What would be in the soup, my good man?
In the soup is your typical soupy things. Vegetables, lots of them. Mostly carrots, potatoes, peas, usual kind of stuff. He starts thinking for a minute. No, I think that's it.
Soup.
Okay. And then,
Two soup bowls.
yep, 2 soup bowls
Get a
and a
burrito.
turkey. Get a burrito bowl.
Burritos aren't in this part of the world.
Microwave burritos.
I look at Floof, and I'm like, what did you do?
Millions and millions of burritos.
I looked out a window.
Did you jump?
Nope.
And why are you hiding?
Well, let's just say it wasn't my realm.
Floof!
Riker just puts both of his hands up and is like, "Well, it wasn't mine either."
It wasn't. Whose room did you go in?
Is the elf lady around?
She is, what do you call it? She is now in the kitchen. You don't see her, like, in the main room anymore. Her and Roy have both gone behind the counter into the kitchen.
Bad lady. He starts shaking.
Don't go into other people's rooms. That's
Wasn't locked.
just because the fence is locked doesn't mean it's a welcome sign for you, Floof.
I'm getting a bread bowl.
Riker just leans to Nyx and goes, "We definitely need to get him a leash,
Yes, we do.
As,
or like an anxiety vest or something."
Exciting guys.
as you guys are having this conversation, Roy comes out with like your dishes. He places the 2 soup bowls in front of you two. And he places the full turkey in front of Riker here, and he's like, "Well, if you guys are needing any like specialty harnesses or leashes, the market typically has some hometown craftsmen, some creatives there that kind of make their own things. I know there's a couple leather workers, some cloth workers, some iron
Those will
workers, some iron workers.
Yeah.
I am Iron Man.
For a whole week, he kept repeating that when he first learned that. It was very annoying. Now
I
it's
am
less.
Iron
Is he made of iron?
Clink, clink.
Riker looks genuinely curious.
I
at
need,
Nyx.
Floof, I need
just-
you to make a performance check to see how well you imitate that clink clink for believability.
No, remember the background I took?
Yeah,
Floof has some steel qualities to him.
you
So-
you clink clink, you clink clink, and when you clink clink, you just see Roy's like, you know what?
No dice.
That is above my pay grade. Enjoy your meal. Yeah, that's basically that's. Just go to the market if you need like a leash or something. Just because he's, I get it now. This is why we're not having kids. And he walks away.
Is there chicken in the bowl? Like, is there chicken in the soup? Is there meat in the soup?
Roll me a perception check.
Okay. Please be good. I'm good at this. I have a +7 to this too. 15?
15. You do notice that there is meat of sorts in there, but you can tell it is not poultry in type. It is more beef.
Okay, cool. Floof doesn't care then. He does like. Have you seen those TikToks of the duck drinking out of the like the Dunkin' Donuts cup?
Yes.
Yes.
That's what Floof does.
Jay, every time you roll, we'll know if you're cheating because every time you roll, we get a notification as well. Say,
Oh,
"Who
really?
rolled this?" Yep.
Yeah.
Perfect. Good thing I don't lie about. Oh, now I don't have to feel self-conscious if I roll 2 20s in a row because I've done
Nope.
that before.
I look at Riker and I'm like, "Do you have by any chance rope just so we can like tie him for now?"
Wait, let me check.
Also, Riker, I would like to point out that as you dig into the turkey, like as the turkey's set down, like Floof's drinking his bowl, then he just looks up and he just gives you a death glare.
Soup.
So
He said there
with
was
a
meat in the soup, Blue.
with a turkey leg.
There's
the
meat
turkey-
in the soup.
Yeah.
Wait. Hold up. Can I try to identify what kind of meat? Because she's vegetarian, she can still eat white and like meat. She just
What?
red meat. Is the only one that she doesn't. White meat. Yeah, there's vegetarians who eat only white meat.
I didn't know they were vegetarians. I thought they were just like a weird pescatarian, because pescatarians only eat fish.
Yeah.
Can I roll to try to like
Yeah,
see?
go ahead.
That's terrible. Let's see. Perception?
Yeah, it'd be perception.
14.
14. All right, you can tell it's not like a cow. It's not like your typical like red meat sort of thing. You're not exactly able to identify what kind it is, but you can tell it's not like a bovine or like the typical. It's not your normal farm animal, basically.
With my
Okay.
15, I could tell it was beef, unless it's different meat in each soup.
I don't know how
Mystery
to
meat.
answer that. It's mystery meat. It's Riker's mystery meat.
I'm like pulling the soup close to my mouth and I look at like a piece floating. I'm like, I would just eat the bread. And I just start just taking the bread.
Floof just finishes his soup and looks over to yours.
You ate the soup!
Wasn't chicken!
What if it was goat meat? How would you...
The look of disappointment on her face.
Floof just looks, just goes,
just sniff me?
From that remark that that Nyx says, Riker just casually says, "Well, goat meat actually tastes pretty good." As he bites down again on the turkey leg.
the fact that we have two people.
He hands you his 50 feet of hempen rope.
I just want to acknowledge the fact that we have a carnivore and then two distantly related prey animals.
And this is like almost 100% carnivore.
Yeah.
He like eats almost only meat.
Every
Yeah.
time you take a bite of chicken, a little crackle, or of turkey, a little crackle pops off Floof.
I feel like Nyx would be full vegan. Yeah.
Oh yeah, if
I
you
have
roll
to
on that
rework.
one, he doesn't notice that at all. He just keeps on eating nonchalantly.
I look back at Floof with the rope, and it, like she's so in shock by like both of you guys eating meat in front of her, and not like caring whether or not it's like, you know, with your remark about goat meat, she's not okay.
I mean, you're not fully goat.
I'm
You just have goat
half
feet.
goat. So I just look at Floof and I just start tying like, you know, the rope around him. Make a little like
you make
harness.
like a little harness for him.
Floof kind of struggles a little bit, but he's too...
Still.
Help!
Okay.
Floof, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Okay. Hey, you all get to see what this roll is. You said perception?
Yes, sir.
24, 17 plus
20.
7.
Yep.
All right.
Plus 7, sorry.
Wow. Okay. Yeah. So from what
Chris,
you
I have 2 20s. I told you could nerf me, but you said you didn't need to.
no,
have
I don't
2
need to.
20s
I
now.
don't need to. I'm the DM. I don't need to nerf you anything. I just didn't fully remember that you had a 7 plus 7 to perception. Okay. From what you noticed
And
as-
dexterity.
and dexterity. Oh, Jesus. Okay. Jesus Christ.
That's why I'm so high in initiative.
Oh no. Okay. Regardless, yeah. With your
Dex-based cleric.
with your 24 on your perception, you notice while looking around, while getting like tied down to everything here, that the bars, that everything's kind of like cleared out a little bit. Everything's a lot less busy. You see that the the whole staff here is able to like kind of calm down as things are happening. And you see like Roy takes a minute. He's like wiping down the counter. His wife takes a seat behind him, and she just like makes eye contact with you.
Floof just folds into his cloak.
She just like looks at you, and she's or she just like kind of has like a flat face and just like nods, just like, and goes back to writing things down.
So, we needed to find the werewolf buddy from yesterday. And maybe we can check around town to see if there's like anyone needing help. Does that sound good, carnivore?
Directly
No response.
referring-
No response. He's just eating.
At that point,
What about you? He just looks at Floof.
Siegfried kind of like
Floof is,
walks
like
up.
gnawing on the rope.
Siegfried comes over there to the table. Hey, you guys done with your soup bowls?
Yeah.
All right, and he takes them, puts them in his little bin, puts the bin down on the table, kind of like jumps onto the seat next to you guys. So what's y'all's plan now that you've delivered me? Oh yeah, and he pulls out like 5 GP and he puts it on the table. This is really all I had to like pay money wise, but thank you for keeping me alive and not leaving me to die. That's super appreciative. Yeah, thank you for not letting me die. And however you want to divvy that up,
shiny.
it's however you want to divvy it up, but he gives you guys 5 GP.
I'll take 1.
Riker just kind of goes, "It's not really that much. I don't really need it."
Chug! Shoom! Floof takes it, starts snacking it and playing with it. So what, I get 4 gold?
Yep. And also they want Riker's new impromptu weapon to be a flaming turkey leg.
Bruh.
We
They
can,
also said a flaming goat leg.
I can work on
I think Ryan, at some point, if you don't grab the end of my leash and like I start running circles and you throw me at somebody like a hammer, I'm gonna be disappointed. Just so you know.
God.
What are those? What are those like maces on a chain? What are those called?
Yeah.
Morning
The-
Star?
Morning
No.
Star.
The Olympic sport I was referencing was the hammer, where they have like the ball on chain and they chuck it.
Yes.
Impromptu Morning Star.
Here's what I'm thinking. We can talk about one of those for like an impromptu weapon. Here's what I'm thinking, or not what I'm thinking. Siegfried, after like kind of sitting there, like, all right, well, what's y'all's plan from here? Full disclosure, Roy's just wondering how long you guys are going to be in his inn, because he needs to think about how many wages he's garnishing. So.
Werewolf. We need to find the werewolf buddy from yesterday.
Gotcha. I would say go to the guard, except they're kind of a volunteer-based thing here. You guys could check that out. Could check out, see if there's any like rumors stirring at the marketplace. And I would say go to the cartographer shop and like have a talk with them, because you know everybody kind of goes to them for maps. Except you're looking at him, and he's been out of town for the past 2 months.
We talked to the guards yesterday. I showed them card tricks. It was fun. Okay, and if people were looking for help, where could we find that? Like, is there like a board that people put in, like, hey, help needed?
There, not really so much as a like help wanted board. There kind of is a board. It's in the market next to like the general store. There's just kind of like this news posting board. It's not so much like a job board or a help wanted board. It's just general gossip board. But there might be some jobs posted on there. If anybody had any, they'd put them on there. You might also find some nice recipes for knockoff soup bowls. Maybe even some good turkey leg recipes. But yeah.
Okay.
And then Roy just kind of like, Siegfried? And he's like, yeah, bro. He gets up. I gotta get back to work. Picks it up.
Okay,
walks away.
bye. Okay.
Mouthful nod.
At this point, it's up to you guys. You guys could leave the town. You guys could hang out over here. You guys could go explore in the wilderness. It's whatever you guys want to do and however you want to proceed. Yeah.
I promised Loof we're gonna help the werewolf with less time, so that's like the priority right now for Nyx.
Okay.
So she's like trying to think how the heck she's gonna find the werewolf, because it's not nighttime anymore.
Floof just like takes the little chunk of bread he has left, and he takes like the butter knife and he stabs and he goes and he like makes a gash through it. Then he takes some ketchup and he fills it up and he just points.
Don't play with your food. Okay. This one start Floof. I'm not. Oh, he's dead. Police?
Doctor.
Hospital. Okay.
One word, 2 syllables.
So we need to find a hospital.
I like how Floof knew. Didn't know the word hospital.
And now he knows, but it's in Nick's voice.
Hospital.
Yep.
Oh, the best part about all of that was he knew doctor.
And
So he specifically had to know somebody who's asking for a doctor as they're gurgling. What is Floof's
have a
life?
hospital? It's a tragic tale. It can only be told in song form.
We're gonna have an entire musical episode just dedicated to Floof and Nyx reenacting.
Yes.
Just for Riker, like only for Riker.
Doctor.
All right.
They're
so
still praising the burrito bowl in chat. I'm pretty sure nobody's actually watching the stream. They're just spamming hashtags.
it's interaction. It helps us.
No, I'm not gonna play.
That's true.
Give
please,
us a burrito
please
bowl.
praise the burrito bowl and the flaming
Praise
goat
the
weapons.
burrito bowl.
All hail.
Punt the forbidden
Blue
football.
Phoenix the musical.
Yeah.
They also put Floof the werewolf neuterer.
It's not inaccurate. It's not inaccurate.
Oh no.
All right. So from there, you guys leave the tavern. I'm guessing.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Where are you trying to find? Where are you trying to go first right now?
Floof is gonna bring the piece of bread with the ketchup in it with him.
Okay.
I'm trying to look around for anything that looks like a hospital.
All right.
Riker still has
Go
a
ahead
turkey
and roll.
leg.
Go ahead and roll
Mentioned
me
that,
a. I want to call it a survival check. That'd be for general city or not. I'm trying to pull up the stat sheets real quick because I don't know what the damn skill would be all of a sudden. Go ahead and roll a d20. I'll tell you what to add real quick.
Okay. 8.
All right. 8.
Use that D&D Beyond. It gets
Would
you
it be
those good-
investigation?
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Investigation.
Can
How's-
Floof help?
So
You can do a help action.
10.
I will do a help action. Roll again, Lou.
Okay, fantastic. I'm gonna use another d20.
8 isn't.
Ah,
Floof
so much better.
Isn't Floof the smartest one out of all of
I
us?
think
18.
so.
Yes.
18.
Yes,
You would have been the best to do
Yes.
this.
He really would have, but he's just like letting Nyx take point just because he's carrying his bread bowl.
And he's on a leash.
Yeah,
Yep.
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so
How
with
long
your
is the leash?
50 feet.
But she's like, Nyx has it really close to her. Like, she wrapped it around her hand.
So I'm healing, basically.
Yes.
okay, so with that, with your 18, you do end up finding the closest thing to a hospital in this town, city kind of thing. It's not so much a city as it's like a large village. So they do have a doctor, they do have a hospital, but it's not a very large building. But you do end up finding it. You walk through the front door, and you see there's like 2 or 3 hospital beds. One person's currently in one. And you see the doctor is kind of like over them, like bandaging them up. Past that, you don't really see anything else. He's not paying attention to you. I just saw Jay's like little walking in place. He's not really paying attention to you because he has his back towards the door and he's trying to take care of the patient at hand. There's a young lady at the what do you call it? Walking around, and she's carrying a tray full of various things, putting them into cabinets. She just calls over to you guys. Just 1 minute, and we'll be able to help you out with whatever you need. And she
Okay.
goes back to like stacking things out. But yeah, so that's that at the moment. So the doctor's occupied helping with this one person. The nurse should be over here in just a minute. What are y'all doing?
I'm holding Floof back on the leash.
Right now, Riker is probably finishing off the turkey leg and like trying to bite the marrow off of the bone.
Successfully doing so.
Yep.
Floof is kind of just vibing with his bread and ketchup mess he made. And humming, do you hear the people sing?
It was a great time.
With the occasional, I am Iron Man.
Okay. After like 5 or 6 minutes of well, not 5 or 6 minutes, like 2 or 3 minutes of like her just like trying to clear out these what do you call it? Clear out these totes that are just filled with general medical supplies. She comes over to you guys, wipes her hands off with like this rag, puts it back into her pocket. Puts it back into her pocket. What can I help you guys with? I didn't see any bleeding, so I just assumed there wasn't any major health concerns.
Floof just sets the bread and ketchup in her hand and goes,
Don't worry, he's vaccinated.
We can't fix bread. That'd be
We're
the
looking-
baker.
Yes, we're looking for a patient that might have a wound like the bread.
Cut?
Be more
Yes.
specific, like a wolf bite or a wolf claw,
Ah.
you know. Do you have a trash can?
Yes. She just like goes around like she goes like to this desk next to it and she like, pulls one out.
I just Riker just drops the turkey bone.
Alrighty. Puts it down. Well, my name is Clara, and I'm the nurse's assistant here, or the nurse assistant. The doctor's over there helping somebody over there, somebody who came in yesterday, and
Floof points to the
Fantastic.
bread.
can I ask why you need this person? And she kind of
I'm
like
his
steps.
cousin.
She kind of like steps in front of you, and she. Nix, I'm gonna need you to roll. I'm gonna need you to roll a persuasion check on that one. No,
That's okay. I'm a bard.
deception.
I'm a bard.
Deception.
That's what I'm good for.
I'm sorry, deception.
She's a freaking goat, and the other person's human.
Can I just try to sleight of hand use my cloak to cover up her goat legs?
No, it'd be a little too late at
Okay.
this point.
Okay, that's really good, actually. Okay, give me a second. 21.
21. Okay, that's gonna be rolling against
He's
her
on.
insight.
Floof just looks up and goes, you see,
Yeah, nope.
he's on
Nope.
to facting out.
What? Excuse me. Excuse me. What?
Riker just looks over at you guys, genuinely concerned, and just goes,
Floof is helping.
how you were made?
It's a long story. Mom had a very, very active social life.
From
Just
there,
Riker.
she just kind of like stops, composes herself. She's not laughing, but she's like actively choosing to ignore Floof. One second. She walks over to the doctor, and she kind of like whispers between them. And the doctor now comes around to you, and he's like, "May I help you? You said you wanted to talk to my patient. Said you were his cousin.
Yes.
Any more information to go off of? Because I've never met you, and he's never said anything about a cousin coming to visit."
I'm his pet bird. I just kind of start chewing on the leash again.
Yeah.
You see, it's, well, give me a second so I can think of some bullshit.
Her father married a goat, that's how they're related. Apparently. And then he looks back over.
I want you to know how little that answers. I really want that to be
Yes,
aware how little
yes.
that answers.
I was gonna surprise him. Them.
Okay.
And here I am. Surprise!
Could I have you roll me another deception?
She sits there going, surprise, surprise, surprise. Oh, I didn't use my inspiration last game. Does the DM inspiration carry over? Or is that
Yes,
session
it
to
carries
session
over.
For you? Bet. Wait, Luke, you use your DM inspiration.
Yeah, I already used my inspiration.
She did.
So that's gonna be a 13.
13. Okay, he's rolling insight. He's rolling insight on that.
Oh gosh.
He rolled an 11. He rolled an 11.
Ooh, no.
We're good.
Okay. And he
ain't wise.
just kind of like stops you, and he's like, "You two need to stay over. You two need to be wait." He points to Riker and Floof. Need to
He's
wait
my
over
emotional
there.
support. He's my emotional support bird.
And the Floof like cuddles up next to her leg.
Floof, roll performance.
Stressed!
Floof, roll performance. Floof, roll performance.
I like tuck him a little bit and give him bark inspiration.
My performance is +1, so I'll probably end up using my information. What does Bardic Inspiration do?
Is a D6.
It's a D6.
Okay, so that's. I'm gonna use my inspiration for this.
There you go.
Oh gosh, can I not? Can I go back to the other roll? The inspiration was worse.
Inspiration. You use whichever's higher.
Okay, cool. Then
It
yeah,
gives
I'm
you
gonna take
inspiration-
the 13 and then a D4. You said.
A D6.
Yes, D4.
Wait, D4?
D6, yes. No, sorry,
Yeah, you guys
D6.
leveled up.
Yes.
Give me just a second. So that's 13 plus 5. So that's a
18?
5, 6, 18. 18 in all.
Yeah, it passes, and he's
Oh,
like,
I should have guided to myself. I could have gotten that even higher.
he says, he looks around at the lobby. Okay. Scratches his head. Follow me. And he like turns back around very quickly. Do not touch him. He's in very iffy condition after last night. Come along. And
I pull Riker too, like even though he said to wait, I pull Riker to go with us.
You can't pull Riker.
Sir.
He's literally.
Well, yeah, she's just like.
ma'am,
Uh,
he needs to stay over there. This is only. I shouldn't even be letting you over here.
He's my bodyguard.
I still need him to stay over there.
he just kind of looks over. And is like, I am. I am.
That.
Riker, are you okay with staying here?
Oh, go on.
Wait,
Go
what
on.
did you?
Riker, are you gonna be okay with staying here?
He just kind of looks. He's just like, I'm not sure why I wouldn't be. I'm
Okay.
gonna be looking at the door.
Thank you.
And then he looks over at the nurse and he just goes, "It's a quality wood door." And then starts walking over it, like
Is that
tries
so?
to look like tries to look like he's expecting it. He like puts his hand behind his back and like leans over and looks at it, scratches at it. And, like,
Gray mahogany. Gray mahogany wood right there.
I'm just gonna before he walks away, just bump him with a guidance in case he tries to lie.
Okay. Yeah.
So
for the-
add a D4 to anything you try, dude.
Okay.
Alrighty.
As you take him over there to the as the doctor takes you to the table and to the patient that's currently laying there, you can see that across his chest he has he's been bandaged up. There is
Is it the-
I need you to roll a history check for that.
I'm gonna be keeping Floof very close to me in case he just like tries to jump on the patient or something like that. I'm leaving him like right next to me.
That's 15, 16, 17 with the guidance.
17 with the guidance. You get a pretty good look at this guy's face, and you're pretty confident this is not the guy, but you do see that the attacks and you see the damage currently done to him is claw marks going across his arms. They are a gash going across his chest, bite in his neck, stuff like that.
Oh no.
Floof just like motions to Nyx like bend down.
She.
It's not the guy, but this one also has a bit of a problem with the dogs, if you know what I'm saying, lovey. Like it, Thropy.
Oh no.
Is the doctor still there?
Yes!
That's why Floof was whispering.
You know what? I'm gonna need you to roll a stealth check on that one.
Oh, bad guidance. Natural 20. You know, let's throw the guidance in there. Let's make it a big
Fuck.
number. 27, 28, 29. 1 off 30.
29? Alright, on that note, he didn't hear you. He sees you two whispering, like, Nick's having to, like, lean down to you. But he doesn't know at all what you said, and he's like, so what's your relation to my patient here, who's, had a bit of an incident last night with some local mutts in the plaza.
I picked up Floof and I just put him in my arm like that. It's like, yep, I'm his cousin.
Very nice.
Can I pump a healing word into the guy? Floof just whispers. "Pork."
You can, actually, if you want to.
Does it look like it'll help him?
I mean, it's not going to hurt him, if that's what you're wondering.
Well, I know it won't hurt him, but I don't want to waste a spell slot.
You would have to try it and see.
Healing word. He gets
Alright.
9 health back.
9 health back. That almost puts him to full.
I
So
am
basically,
out of first level spell slots.
you see like these wounds on his chest start closing. Like you see the blood start pulling back into his body. You see like these wounds on his arms start closing up, And you even see like the one on his neck just like start closing up as well. You still see a little bit of scarring around each of the wounds, but they are closed now. They have officially like sealed up, and you just hear, and he's back to breathing like normally and not as ragged as you had noticed before.
Look, her presence has made him so much better.
Yes.
Shit, that's so low. Well,
Guidance on Neeks, just in case.
I mean, he's not. He looks at it and he's like, "Well, that's unprecedented. Either A, that was a gift of the gods, or you two have magic, and I don't really care which right now. You may leave if you want, or you can hang out here until he wakes up. Either way, he should be up by the end of the day as soon as he wakes up, because if he's not actively bleeding, I don't need him in my bed."
Yes, it would probably be a good idea for us to wait for him to wake up. I have some catching up to do with my cousin.
Stress!
All right. On that note, he's like, "All right." So he slides a chair over for you, Nix, and he walks over to his desk and just sits down and starts writing. And you guys just wait for him to wake up.
Yeah, I'm
real,
like,
real
can
quick,
you make him?
after this whole ordeal ends up, you just hear from the front of the hospital, mahogany. Birch inlay. It's just Riker's just still looking at the door.
The doctor peek, his ears peak whenever he hears that. He's like, "Oh." He walks over and starts a conversation with you about like woodworking and like the door. You see, I actually made this door and most of the furniture that's in here, minus the beds, because I had to get metal versions for various people here. Bit more weightier than the humans. Dragonborn, Leonin, the typical, much stronger and swelled up. And could bend my handmade beds in half.
Oh yes, I probably could do that.
Yeah, whenever a Goliath is standing up there and he collapses, it folds in ways that shouldn't fold. And he just kind of like has like this forlorn look on his face. He's like, "Not again, my woodwork." But yeah, yes, I built all this, and you have a very good eye for craftsmanship.
He just kind of nods and goes, "Thank you, and then he like looks away because he has no idea. He just randomly said mahogany. He's just like, "I don't know what to say."
You had a guess, and you guessed right. And then he kind of just like sits down and just like goes back to like writing some notes down. It takes about an hour of just hanging out, waiting for like the rest of the wounds to finally like finish healing from the magic accelerating healing. And at that point, he stirs and sits up and starts rubbing his head.
Hello.
Floof throws his covers over her legs. Like his cloak is
Yes.
off and over her leg.
Yes. What? Who the fuck are you?
Shh. I am your cousin. Okay?
I don't have
I'll pay your hospital bills.
how you doing, cuz? I need you to roll a actually he's going to roll insight on that one. Could you roll me a persuasion?
Yes. Okay, that's gonna be an 18.
18.
Guidance.
He rolled a 12,
Okay.
so
That's a 54, right? Oh,
yeah,
never mind.
it's a 4.
I'll hold it.
But he rolled a 12 and he's like, "How you doing, cuz?"
Hi, I had some questions about your wounds.
Yeah, well, I was out last night drinking with friends. I stepped off from the he kind of like starts trailing off. Went for the pub, took a left. Said I had to piss.
Take it back
Went-
now, y'all.
Went behind went behind the inn. Then something opened the door. Like the door to the inn.
Mhm.
It was
His
a gnome.
wife's the werewolf.
It was a gnome.
Oh.
The gnome took the trash out. He yelled at me not to pee on his wall. And that was the last thing I remember before getting dragged off.
You didn't see what dragged you off?
No. I saw the gnome go back inside. I heard some rustling over by the trash, and I thought it was the gnome about to kick me in the shins. Because I did end up peeing on his wall after he left. But the last thing I remember, something bit me on the leg, dragged me to the through the behind the doors, the buildings. Next thing I wake up in here.
Can Floof check him for signs of lycanthropy, I guess? To see if he is now a werewolf from the
Do
bite?
you have detect curse or anything like that? Or what kind of spells do you have?
I never re-prepped any after our last.
Because that
wait,
would
no,
be
are clerics- Yeah, they are. No, I just have. I can zone of truth.
you can
and I can
zone of
hold
truth. You can zone of
I
I have
truth.
Fog Cloud. I
I
can
have
cast Cure Wounds.
I have detect magic, but that's not gonna.
Yeah, neither of those would do it. I mean, anything that you already, from what you can tell, you know he was bitten by whatever it was. Like you can see like the scarring on his neck, but you don't know what it was, and like for sure you don't know what it was. You have your assumption that it was a werewolf, and that's about all you have at the moment. You do go ahead and roll me a history check. History
Both
seems
of
to be
us?
my. Yeah, both of you can.
Guidance.
And you already gave me guidance. that
Popping
I
off guidance on everything.
Can two people have guidance at once?
Yeah, I don't think it's concentration.
How long? I think it lasts for like a minute.
Yeah, it
Yeah.
lasts
I
for a
can
minute.
keep throwing it at her. That's good. I'm glad I gave myself guidance for this 5 I rolled.
Do I still have guidance?
Yeah, you do.
Fantastic.
So 9.
History, that's gonna be a 21.
Jeez.
Okay, from your history check of a 21, you do remember that they're not all werewolf bites or not all shifting bites do turn you into something or like give you the infection, because it is an actual virus or type of infection that sets in. It doesn't always transfer, doesn't always happen, but there is that chance.
Are you vaccinated against lycanthropy?
No, should I? They mostly only give those in like the cities. No.
Always get your vaccines, kids.
If I left
They
this,
will
if
not
I
give
left,
you
the,
rare diseases.
if I left the
Parents are
town,
lying to you.
Doc, where? At that point, the doctor walks up. Yeah, what can I do for you?
I grab the doc's shoulder after I hear Doc. It's like, so tell me more about the birch inlay.
I'll get back to you on that in just a minute. I gotta go help my patient.
But please, I would love to.
We will talk about. We'll talk about.
I
it in a
grab
minute.
him, and then he just like his eyes start to like go like milky blue again. He's like, "Shh, tell me about the damn birch."
Roll me an intimidation.
Intimidation.
You still technically have guidance. I don't know how long it lasts.
It lasts 1 minute.
Never
Yeah.
mind, you don't have
it's
guidance,
been a
and I have to
while.
touch you for it.
Intimidation. 22.
A 22. You do intimidate him pretty well, and he's like, my patient needs me. We can talk about this in a minute.
What did you roll?
He's standing his ground. He's shaking in his boots right now,
Floof is chewing through his leash.
but he's not pulling away anymore.
So stop that. I keep like tapping the beak. Okay, no. Listen. There's no need to panic. I would get tested.
Get tested. Isn't the way to get tested a full moon?
Chain yourself to a bed.
He's like leans back down. He like puts the blanket over his head. Fuck.
You got a month. Wait, what is your moon cycles like on this planet?
It's monthly.
You got a month.
Yeah, you got a month. Maybe it's nothing, you know. But maybe. For that one, would actually like tie myself to the bed, not gonna lie.
Floof just offers the end of the rope he's been chewing through, like it's kind of frayed. I don't know how long it would take for a bird to chew through.
I don't really have teeth.
Yeah, you don't have teeth. You just have the beaks. I mean, you could.
Do I have teeth like geese? Like, do I have the teeth on my tongue? They're like muscle.
Ew.
We can talk about that after. Go ahead
I
and
don't-
roll me just like a flat
pro,
d20
no.
for roll me a flat d20 for a gnawing check.
9.
Roll to gnaw.
Roll to gnaw.
Guidance.
Guidance.
That's not technically a skill save, so I can't actually use guidance. 14.
14. Okay, I'm making a note of that.
That's That's Leonin rope, by the way.
Leonin rope.
It's
Okay.
meant to hold Leonins.
So on that note, we're gonna
So-
cut from you two real quick back to Riker. I need to, there's nothing else to say about the door. It's just it's mahogany with the birch inlay. It's just you can see the nails that are holding the birch inlay into the mahogany. It's simple. It's simple inlaying.
I'm fascinated by the artwork.
He kind of like walks over to the door.
Don't make me break your beds.
You just hear from across the room. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. He just walks over to the door and starts like just talking to you about like his process for how he did the door.
Yes.
I look at the guy, I'm like, you really don't remember anything about whatever attacked you.
At this point, he's not talking to you guys now. Like he's heavily freaked out and he's muttering to himself.
Floof starts to crack.
Oh, I
with
can make him
electricity.
freaked out, all right. I can make him talk.
He hasn't even seen Nyx's leg.
No, he hasn't.
Floof
So-
starts to start to see electricity like crackle up the rope as it starts to get fuzzy.
Okay, thank you for your time. She just gets up.
Yeah, as
And
you
I
get
give
up.
the coat back to Floof.
Yeah, as you get up, he's just still underneath the blanket. And he's just laying there. He's just kind of shaking. He's not really moving a whole lot though.
Okay, we visited him. He's doing fine. I'll pay for his medical bills. How much was it?
And you see Riker like clasping onto him and like in his really deep voice talking to him. And you see
His eyes are still like a flaming milky blue as he looks over at you guys,
the
and then they
doctor's
turn back to normal.
shaking as he's like pointing out all the stuff on the door. The human nurse, Clara, she's just sitting there. She's like at her desk. The cost of treatment is 50 GP.
Okay, I said I was gonna pay for my cousin.
Yeah.
So, 50?
50 GP. Yeah, you might want to call off your bodyguard. He's been holding the doctor kind of captive, not
Oh.
able to go help the
Okay.
patient with anything.
Riker, I'm okay. It's okay.
He just kind of looks over at you and just goes, mahogany, and points at the door.
At which point the doctor kind of like skirts around you and goes for the patient.
All right, we should go.
Chaotic and trip him is great, but Floof shall not.
I paid the 50 goat.
All right, remove 50 GP. His debt's cleared, and yeah.
So we need to go back to the inn and see in the back of the inn. Apparently there should be a trail. Oh no, Ryan. There should be a trail of whatever
Right,
attacked
right, the 1 hour version.
my cousin.
Stressed.
Stressed. From there,
I'm fine.
One of our emotes just needs to be Floof going stressed.
Yes,
I'm
you know
good.
what?
I'm good.
I have genuine plans after we unlock emote slots to give for everybody have their own
You
specific
start out-
emotes.
You start out
Fantastic.
as with 3 as
With 3? I thought it was 2.
Yeah,
three.
you,
We
you
have
get 3. It's just the different tiers. It's the $5 a month, $10 a month, $25 a month.
Gotcha.
Subscription.
So straight up, you 3 are getting emotes, and Floof is gonna be stressed.
I
Yeah.
love that so much.
So depending on what everybody's like big thing decides to be, you get to dictate your own emotes. I know, because whenever we unlock one for me, it's gonna be me with fire behind me yelling arson.
Love it.
It's just Riker going mahogany.
Mahogany.
Oh, no,
with
no,
with a
absolutely.
longing look like mahogany.
That is mahogany.
Trust.
Arson. Okay, regardless from that,
Save up
that's
your channel points, people.
yes, save up
Or
the
give us
channel
money.
points.
Or give us money. Or give
Either
us money.
way, we're not affiliate yet. We're not affiliate yet.
Wait, we're not? Oh.
No,
Well, we're
no.
gonna-
We need stream
just-
time and streamed hours. So
You know who you should give money? Search AF Harps, twitch.tv.
I'm the one who
Self-plug.
cosplay.
You could just go,
Please go find.
you could go to my Twitch channel. I don't demand money from my followers. Just so you
Did you
know.
get that first payout, buddy?
No, I'm fine.
all right. Back to the topic at hand. We're not monetizing. Yeah. From there, are you guys going to? Did you say you're going to the market? Did you say you're going to the inn? Where'd you say you guys are going?
I look at the rope. How much has it been chewed on?
It's been chewed up quite a bit. It's wet. It's wet. But you can tell it's starting to fray quite a bit.
Threaten
We
to
need
tie
a
up his
leash.
beak if he keeps doing it.
That's true. That's a good idea.
Just keep tying him little like with a shorter and shorter leash every time.
I'll get your muzzle if you keep biting the rope.
If a bird could stick its bottom lip out and look really sad, it could, but you just need Floof's like feathers just kind of sag a little bit.
I'm sorry, but it's for safety.
Stressed.
Floof looks at the electricity crackling off of him. And... My safety, please.
I just tug him really hard. Okay, so I think this can handle a little bit more. So behind the inn we were in, there should be a trail of whatever dragged my cousin.
Okay.
So
Riker just goes, so you are related.
no, it was just pretending.
Okay.
My mom was a satyr, so was my dad.
On that note, you guys make your
This
way
is the strangest
to
family I've ever heard of.
right, and you're one to talk.
We had to clear Floof muzzle.
I had to do that, yeah. Okay, so you guys make your way to the inn. You notice, like, to the left and right, there's small alleyways. You make your way around the back, and you do notice the trash cans that were, being filled up with. You notice that there are they are filled. They're filled with like the past couple days of buildup from the kitchen and all the assorted stuff from that. And you notice the door where Roy or Siegfried would have come through from. What is your goal back here? You want to see if you can't find tracks, right? Oh, sorry, guys.
Yes.
Okay, so go ahead and roll
I look for survival is highest, so can Floof look for tracks.
You either use investigation since you're actively searching for something.
Never mind, Floof will not roll for that.
You're not so much
You-
tracking as you are hunting for it.
You are the best at investigation.
I am.
Yeah.
Intelligence.
Anybody want to help me?
If it was
I'll help.
survival, I would do it, but
Yeah, I'll help.
Oh, okay. Plus guidance. I'll roll again just to see, but I'm probably gonna end up taking the 17.
I will help.
Oh
out
no,
as
I'll take the
well.
natural 20.
Yep, you'll take that
Plus
one.
guidance. Hang on. 24.
24. All right. So on
Oh,
that note,
hells
with the
yeah.
24, with the 24 to your investigation check with that one, you do notice that there is dried blood in not by the trash cans, but towards the wall of the city, because the what do you call it? The end's about right here, the wall's about right here, and the blood's probably about right about here, like 5 or 6 foot away from the wall
Is it
itself.
splashed or is it going a direction?
It's kind of it's not so much an everywhere thing as it is. You can definitely tell like where the guy was standing and pissing, because he was what he thought was the end. It was actually like the city wall. He was that wasted. And you definitely notice like where the blood is pooled and like where there is the kind of tussle, as we'll call it, where he lost his footing, got dragged down, and dragged across. And from there, you definitely do see kind of like a trail of blood and tracks heading north from the inn.
Floof will follow.
All right.
On the leash, as much as the leash will allow.
As much as the leash will allow. So as you're heading north, you do eventually come to a small. It's not so much a park as it is just like this open cemetery sort of thing. This is just where everybody that in the town has lived or would be family burial plots, basically. It takes you probably like 5-ish minutes walking north to make your way over here. And yeah, you just kind of come to a spot of pooled blood that's dried and it's like seeped into the ground now. You don't notice all these graves are closed. You don't notice any like gravestones turned over. You just notice that there's this dragged line of, tussle and blood, and then there's just a kind of a pool of it there. You do notice a lot of the footprints around there do match a werewolf-esque thing from what you found from the night before.
Okay.
And you said you had a 24 on your investigation?
Yes, with the guidance.
All right, 24 in the investigation with guidance. On that, you find tufts of hair. You find tufts of blonde hair. Which
Does it look long and elvish?
It does not look long and elvish. No.
Okay. All right, we're good.
It looks like
How
fur.
does hair look elvish?
Why the heck?
Are you right?
It looks like fur. It's like blonde fur. So you can infer that this werewolf was more of a blondish color, which none of you could really tell from the darkness last night, because dark vision, no color vision.
So it wasn't the one I castrated, for lack of a better word. That one was not the blonde.
That was in the dark. I don't think you would have seen that.
I had the light cantrip because I don't have dark vision.
Ooh.
Or Nyx doesn't have it, I should say.
Okay, you do.
Light isn't concentration, right?
Light is not concentration. It's a
You just
cast and
cast
it
an
happens.
object.
Gotcha.
Actively, the one that you remember destroying was blonde. It was like a dirty blonde color, the same as the fur.
Dang it! What about the other one?
The other one, oh damn, yeah, that one had that had more like a reddish brown fur.
Shit.
Now I'm thinking like, yeah, you would have had your light and you would have known the coloring of like the fur and everything. So this had the blonde fur and the other one was like a brownish red.
Floof just kind of kicks a gravestone and then immediately goes, "Ow!" We've got the wrong one. This is the one died.
Okay.
Riker strokes his chin and goes, So if this was the one that you killed, he looks over at him, then how are we supposed to find the other one?
I have no idea.
Now do me a favor real quick. Do me a perception check.
Me or Riker?
Either. Doesn't matter, actually.
I think I'm better at that than you, but I'll do
I got +5 to perception. You
Oh,
probably got
okay.
+5 automatically. 'Cause-
Oh, wait, perception?
Yes,
No, I'm
perception.
+7. All the way, yeah. So that's a 10, so 15. 17, sorry.
All right, 17 was Riker have.
I should have, not 20.
Not 20?
Oh, jeez,
All right,
okay.
both
Not
of
20
you...
+5.
Riker! Okay, you get all the information with those. Jay, I'm going to tell you when you stop noticing information. As you guys are in here and as you are investigating this area and you find this blonde tuft of hair, and you kick the gravestone. You see a guy, probably a gravekeep from what you can presume. He's carrying a shovel. He's kind of like in overalls. And this elvish man just kind of like yells over, "Hey, don't mess with me graves!" And he just kind of like goes back to like landscaping, everything like that. Riker, you notice that his clothes are they're a bit more worn, they're a bit more tattered. They're kind of like a very obviously hand repaired. There's patches put in there. There's like tears going down the sides, and he's like stitched those back up himself. You can definitely tell that these are clothes that are torn up. They've been worn out, and he just keeps fixing them himself. And he's a very working man. You can, aside from that, you can tell that he's just like covered in dirt, covered in sweat. This man works for his living. And he's just, doing his landscaping, cleaning up the cemetery, and he starts making his way over to you guys. Is there a reason you guys are in my, Whoa! Is there a reason you guys are in the cemetery? And looks down at Floof, kicking the graves?
The guy got away.
Yes. Have you seen a fairly hairy creature go by here recently?
Does this guy look like he has chest wounds?
No, he does not look like he has chest wounds. I mean, not that you can really tell because he's wearing a shirt, but you don't see one just like bleeding profusely through his shirt. No.
Well, no, I healed it, so it would be bleeding as much.
Aside from that, no, you don't really notice any chest wounds or anything like that.
Okay.
And what did you say, Riker?
It was like, have you perchance seen a fairly hairy person come by here earlier, carrying a body to this large blood stain on the ground?
Aside from you, friend, no.
Harry.
Last I seen was last night whenever I was, tidying up. There's, your general people coming to pay their respects. Yeah, then I went into my abode and, locked up for the full moon.
You do a lot of special things in the full moon?
Not particularly, just, I live right over here alone. Precaution, lock the doors.
I see. You see any werewolves around here?
Right for the heavy questions. No.
Okay.
Go on, Lou.
Because we came across one and he was hurt, and we healed it, and we went to solve another problem. But when we came back, the werewolf was gone. So we wanted to make sure he was okay.
It went through the wall.
So you healed a werewolf as you found it. Then you left it. And after you left it, it escaped and came back here into the wall.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. Depends on what's your opinion about that.
I see a problem here.
I see a problem here.
Riker just goes, I didn't have anything to do with that part. I was killing another one.
I killed that one.
His face kind of looks a little concerned.
Riker looks down at Floof. Riker looks down at Floof angrily as he says that.
He looks very concerned at this point, and he's just like, okay,
We're not gonna kill the other werewolf unless you want to. What do you stand on this?
Wow, that's a lot of taking at once. I feel like we should tell the guards, but at the same time, I feel like I just shouldn't get involved at all. I feel like I shouldn't be
Probably
involved
busy
at all.
playing cards, if I'm being honest. That one, and he points at Nyx, kind of got them into cards a lot.
Yes, card tricks are fun.
I mean, it's not like they did much work anyway. Regardless, I think I'm just going to head back to work and lock up.
Floof is gonna walk around him as much as the leash will let him. And so, like, there's a coil of rope around his legs. He could do what he wants with that. And Floof's just gonna pat a hand on his back and go, and in his voice go, shoot, I'm trying to remember, the exact words were, I should probably stay out of this. And so his voice goes, should not stay out of this, and he flips him a gold piece.
Floof, go ahead and roll me persuasion with advantage.
Ooh, advantage. Guidance. Yeah, we'll put the guidance on that one.
I love how Floof is just like guidance, guidance, guidance,
19.
guidance. Just like every second he's just like guidance, guidance, guidance.
Yeah, I mean, that's how the spell works.
Yeah.
Yeah,
19.
that's fair.
Okay, so 19.
Yep.
All right.
Maybe I should change
Look at
Floof's
that.
emote from stress to guidance.
Okay, so on that note, as you guys are there, what are you needing per se? What is your intention here? Like, what are you needing, really?
We just need to find it. All you need to know is that we need to find a werewolf.
He like looks down at Floof, like doing his little finger thing. He squats down. Yes.
Your eyes.
To look for him.
Floof, I need you to roll perception.
Guidance. Nat 20 again.
Oh my god!
You recognize
So
this face.
27, 28, 29, 30, 31.
You recognize this face.
Is it the werewolf?
You have the inkling of a feeling.
Floof immediately has like the rope around his legs. Floof is immediately gonna be like, "You're a good friend." Yank and just yank the rope and pull as hard as he can.
Do it. Do an opposed strength check real quick.
Oh gosh, my strength is 0.
At least you got average.
How do I just roll? Oh, there we go. Guidance.
Hey, I said an opposed strength check, and you don't have time to
Oh.
pass guidance on yourself for
That's
this
fair.
one.
That's fair.
Yep.
13.
14?
13.
13? You two
Do I have
hold-
advantage because there's a rope?
No, that's the reason you're getting to do this.
Got it.
You two both had the same strength check. Roll again.
Okay.
So like you try to pull
Tiebreaker.
you try yeah, this is basically what this is. You try to pull him down and he like holds and he sees what you're doing and he's trying to pull his legs out at this point.
I have hold person.
18.
18, he rolled a 3. You tighten it around his legs and you pull them taut. So his
Oh, wait,
legs
I
are
have
now
hold.
stuck together.
So yeah, Floof's just gonna, as he drops, Floof's gonna just sit on him and go, "It's him."
He has
Oh.
not dropped yet. His legs have
Oh.
come tight together and he's like, at this point he looks over at both of you, like of all of you, and he starts trying to escape from these ropes.
Hold person.
What is that? Is that like a save or is that just it happens?
Yeah, it's a save.
All right.
It's a target must succeed a wisdom saving throw.
It doesn't
The
happen.
Save on
Doesn't
it
matter.
Is 15.
No, he don't make that.
All right.
He don't make
There's a
that.
second level hold person. Also, because I don't want to waste the second person. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna. Is there like a plant, a frog, some animal nearby I can also hold, so I'm not wasting the second slot?
Why did you do the second?
Because I'm out of first level slots because we only took a short and long rest.
Oh.
No, I'm kidding, Chris. It doesn't matter.
There's a squirrel. There's a squirrel.
Boom! Hold person on the squirrel too.
You didn't even let me finish this one. The squirrel is jumping from the tree to tree.
Wait, do you do hold person as it paralyzes them in air, or does it just make them unable to move?
It makes him unable to move.
I don't care. I'll hold person on the squirrel. They can't take fall damage. I've seen squirrel stats.
You're not wrong because he just like jumps. He's going up. He lands on the branch and he hits it and flops. And you hear like a little
Anyway.
chattering squirrel in the corner. You just hear like the little chatter of a squirrel.
Floof.
It's him! Oh! And then while the guy's held, Floof's just gonna pet his head and start humming the same song he hummed before when he healed him.
He is still very uncomfortable.
That's fair. But Floof is gonna
Wait,
Floof
He
is
is,
gonna
like-
start like tying his legs, trying to tie his legs with his leash.
His breath is getting a lot faster at this point.
We're not gonna hurt
Wait.
you. We're not gonna hurt you. We're not gonna hurt you.
Hang on. Do I have calm emotions? I do not. Never mind. I should have grabbed it. My bad.
We just wanted to make sure you were okay. I promised the little one we were gonna check in on you. So If we take off the spell, blink once for yes, blink 2 times for no.
He can't move at all.
Yep.
Okay.
No, her for once and her for twice for no.
Riker just like watches you guys do this, and he just kind of goes. He just sighs and goes, ugh, and then just grabs him by the back of his neck and just picks him up.
That works too. Okay. We're not gonna hurt you. We just wanted to make sure you're okay, okay?
How do you do the wolf
That's a yes.
thing?
You can drop the spell. I've got him.
His feet are still technically tied around Floof.
Yes. So his feet are like.
Flip is also.
So can I sleight of hand try to tie him to like tie me to his ankle so if he runs he has to run and drag me?
Oh no.
Yes.
Okay.
Do that real quick. And he's
Guidance.
like, as he's sitting there, he's like, okay, what was your question, Nyx?
Just, we're not gonna kill you. Calm down. Everything's fine. We just wanted to make sure you're okay.
12.
Okay. To your knowledge, this is a pretty good knot to tie you together.
Perfect.
Why were you fighting the other werewolf?
I mean, typically, if one of your town friends is being attacked, you help, you jump in, and you do the thing to fight back.
Yes.
I helped the good guy. Sorry, keep going.
So you were fighting the other one because he was attacking your friend?
Normally, yes, that is what I was attempting to do. Needless to say, I'm not exactly a, how would you say, fighter. There's a reason I dig. There's a reason I dig.
Yeah. Well, the other one's dead. So
I castrated him.
they both did a very good job at killing it.
You castrated the wolf? You like snip and drip out?
Oh. It wasn't snip.
Floof is just gonna reach for like one of the gravestones. I'm gonna and just cast like the same spell just on the gravestone, so just the green just goes.
As you do that, his legs cross like in air.
Yeah.
I want this very aware. Every full moon I lock myself in the cabin. I chain myself. I make sure I'm underground. I'm not around
I'm
anybody.
not gonna kill you.
I can't know that. Look, he like just points. He just points to the little one. I can't know that.
I
don't know.
just kind of good sir, if we wanted you dead, you probably would be right now. I mean,
That's-
I literally.
he just like looks down and just like lifts him up a little bit more and he goes,
Literally carrying you. You're not that tough out of
The-
werewolf form.
Exactly. I'm not in werewolf form. I would most prefer if we keep this between us and not with the rest of the town folk. People are superstitious. If you catch my drift.
Are there more of you?
You what?
As far as I know, you killed the only other one.
And you can't. You're not contagious, right? Like I that sounded bad.
You can't just catch it from holding me. I'd have to bite you in wolf form.
Oh, yes. Oh no.
Riker just kind of goes and like looks down and it's just and, like his eyes go wide and he goes,
I need everybody to roll me a perception check real quick.
Okay.
Guidance.
Yay, a good 8.
Let me check perception. Oh, I have a +8 now.
18. 19.
Oh, it doesn't matter because it's at 20, so 28.
Riker's too concerned about how he was bitten during the fight, but
I forgot about that.
so he only rolled an 8.
Okay.
21.
8, 21. You guys feel the weather drop like a number of degrees. Like not like immediately.
I got a spell slot.
Not in like an immediate thing, but you definitely feel it happen really quickly and you start seeing snow falling.
I've still got 3 rages.
Hi. Yeah.
I have 4 hellish rebukes left, but that's it.
So with my like nat 20, that's what I felt too.
Yes.
Okay.
Did Riker notice any of this?
You notice that that it's cold. You notice that there's snow, but you don't notice like the change happening. You're just like, oh, I expected this. This was happening.
Could we go inside your home so you can keep talking? It's getting
Y-
quite chilly.
Yes. Can I? He gestures to like some of the like flowers and stuff like that he was planting. Can we take that inside first so we don't lose them?
Yes. I picked them up.
I'm still holding. I just
That's
keep,
straight up.
I turn him to face towards me and then towards Riker, and he just goes,
Does all werewolf bites turn you into one of them?
No, not in particular. It's an occasional thing. It's difficult to explain. You have to not purposely try to, but there has to be like a loogie type of like bite. Like there has to be like, it's gross. It's like hot, and then you bite it.
Ugh.
he just kind of goes, whew.
It's kind of like a venom. It's kind of like a snake venom thing. Like if a snake bites you with its venom, it gets in there, but you can get a dry bite.
Floof just like motions to Nyx to like crouch on his level. And he horrible whisper this time, just what about that guy in the hospital?
I was thinking about the same thing. Let's go inside.
Yeah. I have no idea what's gonna happen with him. To be completely and utterly fair, I have no idea.
You could be friends.
If he doesn't get a cure, then yeah.
Do you hear the people sing?
Is he always like this? He's concerning me. I'm not gonna lie. He's concerning.
Which one? The big one or the small one?
I feel safe with this one.
I'm still carrying him off the ground.
I always tell people the floof has his moments. Okay, let's go inside. I'm getting cold.
Yeah, you guys go inside, and at this point,
Floof stays next to him so he doesn't notice the rope is tied to him still.
as you guys go inside, you notice that the snow is coming down. It's not coming down like super hard, but it definitely is coming down now. And he's like, "Would you like to cup of tea? Anybody like a drink?"
I would love.
All right.
Alcohol.
Can I go down to make some tea?
Riker just kind of gets startled from that and he goes, "Oh yeah, sorry," and drops it.
He doesn't even notice. He's just like, oh.
He drops down, tries to walk.
Floof is keeping pace so he doesn't fall. Because it's only
Okay.
around one leg.
Okay, so he's walking with Floof next to him. Floof, I need you to roll me this is a stealth check to hide the binding, basically.
Got it. Guidance.
Every
When
damn
JJ
time.
remembers it has.
Guidance. Stress.
15, 18.
18? Okay. On that, he doesn't notice yet. So basically, as he goes over there to start making the tea, he's kind of shaken at this point, and he's like, if you gotta know, he points over to his bed, and he's like, that is my typical sleeping area. Beneath it is my cellar, and that leads to like my typical holding cell for nights like that. Thankfully,
That's understandable.
thankfully, I had heard some goings on before things happened, and yeah, we were able to do something, I guess.
So, yesterday night,
Yes.
after we healed you, you ran away and you hurt someone.
Huh?
Oh, no, he didn't. That guy,
Yes,
he's, right, in character. And then Floof in the Gravekeeper's voice goes, when I'm helping my fellow man not get attacked, when another werewolf is attacking a citizen. He told us that he helped the guy.
Okay, I was definitely there for the conversation. Yes. Okay, I'm sorry. I just missed that part. What happened? recap, but like out of
This
character.
guy, basically, he's a werewolf, and he fought off the other werewolf while it was attacking the dude who peed on the wall.
Oh, I see. Okay,
10 out of
Okay.
10 explanation.
fantastic. Okay. Do you know where the other werewolf came from?
To be completely honest, we have open walls, so he could have come from anywhere. Without knowing who he was, I couldn't tell you if he was one of our own or somebody from outside the walls who came from the woods or some godforsaken hag, for all I know. I'm not much help.
Yes, my
I
precious.
personally, I personally try not to associate with other wolf kind. They tend not to be friendly after certain times.
You just Riker just kind of nods.
Yeah, I know that. Wolves are the worst.
And he just kind of sits
He has
down.
he has kind of a look of like offense but understanding. He's like, I can't argue, but I almost feel offended.
Alrighty, well, we're glad that you're okay now.
The general idea is completely on full disclosure here. I just kind of stay out of the way of people. That's why I have the gravekeeping job. I keep to myself. I have friends that I hang out with, but nowhere near any full moon. They usually complain because they want you like, hey, come to the harvest festival. Hey, how about no? I don't want to go. I have work in the morning.
I understand that.
Bring out your heads! Ding, 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 ding!
Bring out your dead.
Ding, ding!
I'm not dead yet.
Yes, you are.
I feel like going for a walk. I feel happy.
I have to come back around for him. All right.
Bring out your dead. So, he at this point he like pours some tea into cups and like hands it to Nyx. Puts one out to Floof and one to Riker. Would you two care for any?
Floof does the duck thing.
He takes the comedically small cup in his hand.
Yeah, it is comedically small for you. It's like normal size for everybody else, but for you, it's like, oh, it's a shot glass.
Is it this is tea?
Yes,
You
it's
said-
tea. It's tea, jasmine tea specifically. Very very calming.
You wouldn't happen to have a beer now, would you?
No, I try not to drink
Actually,
any social inhibitors.
Like Riker just looks down at Floof and is like,
I know what you like sober, and I don't want to see what you're like drunk.
Exactly. I don't like
You
that
should
either.
see me on the devil's lettuce.
Marijuana. I know.
Ah, dude.
I know the feeling. It's pretty nice.
Harley.
Uh,
I don't know how people who are high act. I've never touched this stuff.
You ever had catnip? Oh wait, you can't have that.
no.
Birdseed!
Haven't had that since before everything happened. It might help sometimes. I don't know. I haven't had access for a while. It's not legal here yet. The lords haven't convened.
Why wouldn't it be legal?
The lords haven't.
It's very
convened.
nice. It's very calming.
Oh
Trust
yes,
me.
100%,
Oh, we got the
100%.
catnip.
I had it when I was 12. Very nice. So
Yeah.
we keep our calm composure.
I was mostly
Riker's
referring
just
to
so
marijuana,
excited.
not catnip. I don't know how the legality of catnip in this area. Everything else is kind of knocked down thanks to the lords. But regardless of any of that, is there anything
Oh wait,
else? I can...
quick question. Does the tea have caffeine in it?
No.
Okay, thank God.
And you see Flip like if birds could smile, like the corners of his mouth like twist up slightly when he says caffeine. The guy goes down there. He's going, oh.
No, it's a calming tea. It's to prevent any ampity up.
It is pretty good, thank you.
thank you very much. I don't think I actually got any of your names.
Oh, yes. Sorry. I am Nyx. That little one over there in your foot is Floof, and this one's Riker.
When she says on your
Emerald
foot,
Lake.
throw his cloak over it. Goes, howdy.
Stealth with disadvantage on that one.
Guidance.
While he's doing that, after Nick says this is Riker, he goes,
Emerald Lake, you might have heard of my family.
Cannot say I really have. Then again, I don't also leave much.
Damn.
27.
27. Wait a minute, 27. Jesus.
I rolled a 16 and an 18, and then I guided, so that was +2. My sleight of hand is +7.
No, I said stealth.
Oh, same thing. They're both +7.
Oh.
are you sure you ain't a rogue?
Yeah, that's what I'm
honestly,
thinking.
Jay secretly is a
If
rogue.
Floof was a rogue or a monk, Floof would be OP. Like,
Just
as a monk, Floof would
multi-class.
have a 20 AC.
Well,
God.
aside from that, my name is Raiden. Yeah, I'm just the kind of gravekeep of the area. I don't really have anything to say past that. I just really hope that we can keep this a little secret between us, because I'd rather
Yes.
not have this going out into the town. I don't
Yeah,
want to
of
be run out.
course. We just came in to check in on you because I promised the little one we would. Very well. Do you know if the town is needing of any help or any sorts of like that?
There's a couple, yes, I mean, I've had rumors of people who've had a couple more burials than usual. They've been dry burials. They've not had anybody actually buried in them. They've been presumed missing. Typical reasons, more or less. It's just been more so recently. People getting lost while hunting. People not coming back from fishing trips. Not uncommon occurrences, but there's just been a whole lot of them recently, with 3 total. So people are more hesitant to leave the town and go out and do these things, but you know, people need food. Tradesmen still need to go work, and our convoys, like our convoys going north to the going along the northern road to Silver Point, they've been getting not exactly intercepted or ransacked, but they've just been having odd goings on. They've been needing some more security on those trips. Yeah, not much past that. That I've been privy of.
Security, you say?
Well, thank you so much. Like I said, we're very glad you're okay now.
Thank you. Yes, the only thing I can think of would be otherwise these checking the job board in town. Well, the gossip board really, but I don't really check it off all that much just because he gestures around. I kind of have my place here, so there's no point in odd jobs for me.
That's fair. Alrighty. What's the snow looking like outside? Is it like really bad?
Actually, yes. As you look outside in the snow, it has gotten very quickly over about a foot of snow. Like, it is cold and it's building.
Just go.
Yeah, what,
Riker
how
look
bad
at
is that?
Riker looks at outside and just goes
Wait, say that one more time.
How bad is that? I never seen.
Oh!
Measurement. I didn't hear.
1 foot
A
of
foot.
snow.
A foot of snow.
A foot. So look down at your foot. Lengthwise, that's how long the snow is. How deep the snow is. Actually, wait. Your feet are small. This
One
much.
and a half.
This much.
I'm not gonna lie,
Okay.
Jay. That looked hilarious coming up because it took a second for my camera to load. I'm like, wait a minute.
It's a hairbrush. It's a hairbrush. Calm down.
Don't ban us. from-
Please don't ban us.
We should have grabbed the water bottle. That's fair.
Yeah, so there's it's difficult to walk through, but it's not like impeding your movement speed yet.
It would come up to like Floof's, like he's 4 feet tall, so it would come up to his knees.
Yeah, Floof is
Riker
having a
just
bit of Floof's having a slight problem, but nothing that Nick's carrying hasn't already knocked off.
Oh, have we left already? Because
No, you haven't left yet.
No.
Okay.
Riker
I'm
just
looking out the
looks
window.
Riker looks out the window too and just goes,
When did that happen?
Oh, it happened while we were outside. That's why I asked to come in because I was getting chilly.
I will
You
note
started-
you've only been inside for probably like 10-ish minutes already. So
Oh,
like,
that was the reason.
Remember, he rolled an 8 on his perception.
But yeah, you guys have only been inside for maybe like 10 minutes, long enough for him to like get some tea off the kettle and pass it out to you guys, have that slight conversation, and go from there.
What time of the day is it?
It is not. It's probably about close to afternoon. Probably like, if I had to like put it like an our time thing, about 5 or 6 o'clock. Sun's on its way down, but it's not cresting the horizon yet. You guys probably have about 2 hours left of
long
daylight.
rest before we fight an ice dragon, please.
What?
A white
I said
dragon.
Floof needs a long rest before we fight an ice
Yes.
dragon. Thank you.
I
I
look
want to
at
fight a white dragon.
no. I go to Riker and I'm like, hey, I don't want to ask, but like, do you think we should like spend the night here? I don't want to ask unless like everyone's okay with it.
How loud are you talking?
I'm just like whispering to Riker.
Would Floof be able to hear it?
I just look over and was like, well, wasn't the inn only like a little bit up that way?
I don't know. Is it?
You guys are probably about a 10-minute walk to the inn or to like town square, wherever you guys are trying to go. It's not a very big town. It's only like a 10-15-minute walk across most of the city, or most of the town.
Only like a 10-minute walk. We could probably make it there pretty easily.
Okay. I look back at Floof. I'm like, okay, we're going. Come on.
Ah!
Floof.
At that point, he pulls his leg, and he's like, "What? Did you tie me when we were talking?"
I go up to Floof and I just start untying like his leg. But I'm still holding on to Floof because leash.
He's like helping you kick the leash off, and he's like, "I'm both impressed and terrified at the same time."
He has
That's
to
usually
Green energy just crackles from Floof's head.
Riker just kind of nods and goes, "You and me both."
I pick up Floof. Oh.
Jay's turn.
Chris, who's gonna die next? Either me or you. I pick up Floof. I'm like, okay, we're gonna go home. Say goodbye. And I turn up to the werewolf.
Toodles!
And I just put him under my arm. Think.
He'll kind of scurry around, so he's like sitting back, like piggyback ride.
Riker goes,
Thank you for your hospitality, and I apologize for picking you up for what might have been an exceedingly long time.
Not a problem at all. Thank you for being discreet with this.
Yes.
Yes, thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you for the tea too. It was really good. Okay.
So we're not telling people that he's a werewolf.
Yeah,
As
no,
we walk out
it's
the door.
it's secret. Yes. Okay. It's really cold, so let's go.
All right.
Floof like throws his cloak around her shoulders and himself.
like,
are you guys going
I-
back to the inn, or where are you guys going?
the end.
Then yeah,
Okay.
I have the cloak around me and I'm holding like Floof like a little teddy bear.
Okay. Yeah, you guys make your way back to the inn. It's not really that there's nothing important that happens. You do notice that a lot of people are like shutting off all their, or closing up a lot of their stores already. Like, it's midday. This would be like when they'd be open usually, but because of all the snow, they're locking everything up. They're shutting it down. They're closing their doors, boarding up their windows with the shutters. I can't think of what the words are. Shutters? Is that the right word?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Yes.
basically they shutter their windows. And at that point, you guys make it to the inn. No problem. You do see that there's a bit of people inside now, because the idle crowds that would be outside hanging out in the plaza are now like inside the inn. The only place that's really like open and still serving people at this point. So it's a little more busy than it was earlier today, but not by a whole lot.
I come in, I'm like, we're back! And then drop Floof.
Siegfried looks over. Hey, welcome back, friends. And then Roy's like, yeah, welcome back. The wife looks over at Floof. Just silently,
ma'am.
just like.
This is when Riker finally realizes,
Oh, that's the bad lady.
But yeah, do you guys hang out down here? Do you go back to do you go to your rooms for the long rest? What do you guys decide to do right now?
I will go to my room for the long rest since they don't have vegan friendly choices.
Floof will follow her and just AFK by the window again.
All right. Riker.
Riker's getting alcohol.
All right.
Wait, no. Floof's gonna
The
wait for
night's
the
still
alcohol.
young, baby.
All right, what's Riker doing for the night? Like, you're getting alcohol. What is your goal? What's you doing?
He's gonna just drink as much. Like, obviously, it takes a lot to get him
Mhm.
drunk with how big he is. But he's like ordering by the quart,
Okay. Go ahead.
and he's doing his typical arm wrestle me if you can.
You know what? The elvish wife is actually gonna challenge you on that one.
She's a barbarian.
She's going to like this is after a couple drinks. This is after like a night of like giving you like drinks, stuff like that. Most of the bar is cleared out. Everybody's done cleaned up. Roy's kind of over there counting the gold in the corner. You've go ahead and mark 3 GP off of your gold count for just all your drinks and like all the expenses for the night, your food, your drink, your partying, and then any drinks that you had to have paid, which you didn't have to, but
He probably would have just a bit.
yeah, just to be like
nice.
the nice guy, but not like
He's-
you won.
He's hospitable. He's not a jerk. He pays for his own things.
So from there, after everything's being done cleaning up, the wife walks up to you and she's, I don't think we've been introduced. My name is Marie.
I got your picture.
Not Maria, Marie.
He kind of goes,
Riker. Emerald Lake, you might have heard of my family.
No, I can't say I have.
Damn it!
So from here, I mean, if you're down for an arm wrestling match, I'm down to show you one.
how about you? And he holds up his hand, but he's still got his alcohol in it. It's just.
She grabs the top of it, puts it down first,
Oh, you're right.
and she like puts her arm down for like the arm wrestle. Roy just kind of like starts watching. Siegfried,
Okay, do I need a roll to see how intoxicated?
go ahead and do me a con check. And I'll leave this one up to you. Do you feel
Save
like
or straight check?
this would be a con save?
Con save. Okay, he's
Yeah.
good at those. I mean, it doesn't really help when you roll that bad. 12?
12. Okay, so you're pretty
Not-
intoxicated. You're pretty intoxicated. You're not like shit faced where you can't stand and like walk around. You still have pretty much big coordination, but you're having a hard time regulating strength. Basically, you're not sure.
Tipsy on the edge of drunk.
Exactly.
basically.
Yeah. Now on that point, I will say that you're not rolling with disadvantage, but you will roll with your strength modifiers of +5, right?
+4.
+4. Okay, we're gonna half that for a +2.
Okay.
But
and
you're still
athletics, I'm guessing athletics instead of +6 is a +3.
exactly.
Gotcha.
Yeah, basically it's just gonna be a half strength just because of intoxication. It's not enough for a full disadvantage, but it's enough that you're like having a wrong form that's gonna like trick you up in some way.
Gotcha.
So on that note, go ahead and roll me your athletics strength check.
Still a 21.
Still a 21 versus my 15. Not happening. So she gives a good fight, but then you do end up winning at that. And at the end of it, she just looks at you and, well, I mean, I saw that coming, but very nice.
he puts his hand back up and goes,
Where to go?
She picks it up. She picks it up and like brings it over to you. Here you go.
Oh, there it is.
Yeah,
Still
yes.
in my hand.
and then he just thinks a little bit more.
Roy, cut him off. He's done after this. You should probably go to your room and sleep after you're done with your food and that, you're getting there, I think. And she goes.
Yep.
Then she goes back to
I
like
know.
cleaning. She goes back to cleaning the bar with Roy. They start.
I've known my limit since I was 16. Thank you. And he like stands up. I'm just gonna see if he stays. What would he have to roll to see if he stays standing?
I'm gonna go with another con save. Siegfried at that point kind of like walks up to you and like he's up to like your knee. He's like, "Hey, you need some help? You need some help, Riker?"
Dirty 20. So
Dirty
he
20.
like
Yeah, you're staying up then.
he does the whole like
Oh my god, you're short.
like walks by.
Who put a ramp over here?
He's like in silence, just like, "Damn, Riker, cutting deep, cutting deep." I mean, I already knew I was average size, but I mean, I'm kidding. He's not like upset. He's just like, "Damn, okay."
Never before have I been so offended with something I 100% agree with.
Exactly. He's just so like, "You're not wrong, but ouch."
But ouch.
And even Roy like jumps down, walks over to Siegfried, and just like slaps on the back. "Yep, you always were the little brother."
Are they siblings?
Yes, they're siblings.
Yeah.
Yeah, they like that's not the whole thing. Like oh yeah, my brother has like an in, and he like
Oh, I didn't hear brother. I just heard I know it.
oh
Brother.
You always
Oh,
were the
cool.
little brother. Slaps him on the back. Get back to your work, goddammit.
Cause I got your picture. I'm coming with you. Dear Maria, count me.
They just hear from the side. It's like, oh, this ramp. It's got intervals.
And they see you just like walking up, and they're like, "I'm not cleaning his room tomorrow." "Yes, you are. That's part of your deal." And that's where we're gonna end tonight's session.
Yay.
Heck yeah.
A little magical banner
Harsh
pops
long
up in
rest,
front of your
thank you.
faces. You've completed the quest of the missing werewolf.
I got a long rest, so my spell slots are back.
yeah boy.
So everybody, you're at a long rest. Yeah, you're at a long rest, and that's where we're gonna end off tonight's session. Thank you everybody for
Awesome.
joining us tonight. I hope everybody had fun. Hope everybody had, I don't know, something fun out of this crazy, chaotic, apparently finding a werewolf and intimidating a doctor. Everything with all that.
Mahogany.
Mahogany.
Stressed.
Mahogany. Stressed.
I need that on a shirt. I need floof like
Stress.
say stress on a shirt.
Hell yeah.
Hey, will we hit affiliate Chaos Brigade merch?
just
Hell yeah.
just like
Definitely.
wings like hands agape, really big eye, and it just says stress.
Stress.
That's me too.
I believe
With
Jay
the
did.
rope with the rope around his waist.
Yes. Jay, did you have anything for your announcement or anything?
Scheduling got weird, so no.
Never mind.
We
Okay.
might have to bump it back. Ignore it.
Never
Spoilers. We'll
mind.
see what happens.
We had something planned, but now we don't. Never mind. On that note, thank you everybody so much for watching us. I hope you enjoyed it. Check everybody out. Me at Krisfire on TikTok, or Krisfire98 on TikTok. Luana over here at the Witch Bard on TikTok. Jay up here at Sir J of Harps on TikTok and Twitch. And Ryan here at Funkmaster Nacho on TikTok and on Twitch. We're the Chaos Brigade. Thank you so much for joining us tonight. We will see you guys next Wednesday at 7 p.m. 7 p.m. Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Bye!
Bye.